Nityananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham
Nityanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrisham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami. Nityanandam, we welcome all the participants back after this amazing darshan by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, initiating us, giving us the powerful cognitions as well as blessings, giving us boons, showering boons upon us, and giving us the Shakti Pada. Now that our whole being is vibrating with this high intense energy of Shakti Pada, there is oneness with Paramashiva himself in the form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. It is the best time for all of us to manifest powers. Yes. So let's now immediately enter into the power manifestation.
So today we are manifesting. Now we'll be manifesting the power of decreasing the temperature of your partner's body. So let's get it. Let's take a few moments as you quickly find a volunteer partner who can assist you in this power manifestation. You'll be scanning, you'll be decreasing the temperature of your partner's body. So let's take a few minutes as you quickly find a partner. So meanwhile you are finding a partner, let's make sure that your video is turned on to record your power manifestation. Put the Gyananjana on your third eye, if you have. Then sit with your head, neck, spine, and straight line. Bring your awareness between your eyebrows. Let Paramashiva's energy flow through you. Do not apply your logic. Do not be tense. Be totally at ease, totally relaxed, at calm. So I hope all of you have a partner for this power manifestation. Now bring your awareness between your eyebrows. Now record the temperature of your partner's body before this power manifestation. This is going to be your initial record, initial measurement. So take few minutes as you take the initial record, temperature of your partner's body. After you have recorded, bring your awareness between your third eye, between your eyebrows. Now, through the power of your will, change the temperature of your partner's body. The temperature can increase or decrease. Both ways, there's a power manifestation. Okay, so I hope all of you are ready. So let's begin this power manifestation.
Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Nityananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nityananda Paramashivoham Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda Paramashivoham Om Nityananda.
Now you all of you can relax. And now you can measure the recording of your temperature of your partner's body after this power manifestation. So let's go ahead. Take a few minutes as you measure the temperature of your partner's body. And then notice the change. And if you have successfully manifested this power, please go ahead and share it on social media. You can share it on the Zoom chat. Let the people know that you have manifested it successfully. And the more you share, the more you enrich, the more oneness grows in you. So let's share this power manifestation. So while you are measuring the second recording of the manifestation after this power manifestation and sharing it, it's time that we move on to the next segment. So let's take a few minutes as you record notice the temperature change in the body. Which was the video? So let's take a few minutes as you are noticing the change. So how many of the participants have actually manifested this power? You can share your power manifestation in the Zoom chat, and those who are in the YouTube, please note, go ahead and share on the YouTube chat. Okay, so let's move on to the next segment where Swamiji himself will be revealing the secrets on completion of feeling belittled. So let's be in total awareness. Let's be in the listening mode and let's hear from Bhagavan himself.
If you believe currency is fortune, you are also part of this big game. Your ignorance and illusion can not only cause damages to you, it can cause damage to everyone, to the world. Understand? For every idea you spend your time, you are voting for it to live long. If you are spending your time for the concept called currency, you are voting it to live long. Liberating your thinking from the enforced Maya matrix that currency is equivalent to your fortune. It's actually enforced on you. Liberating yourself from that enforcement, freeing yourself from that Maya matrix, thought current prison, is the first step for attracting fortune. Understand? I am not interested in social revolution and rebel. No, I am not talking about all these great truths to make you guys rebels. I am interested in giving a breakthrough to your consciousness. I am coming back to my concern again and again. From monkey to man, we took only million years. But it is already 10 million years. What's going on? Why the man to Superman is not happening? Even naturally, without your so-called civilization, it should have happened. So many bondages and prisoning ideas are put on you, which is not letting you to have superconscious breakthrough. Legitimized possessiveness is the concept of nation. Understand? If you individually feel possessive about a land, it looks like something is not right. Anything which suffocates you and makes others feel suffocated by you is not the flow of life. It is not natural flow of life. It is not yama. It is not dharma. Understand? I am not asking you to rebel against the nation concept, and I am not interested in that. I am telling you only one thing. Liberate yourself. Whatever stops you having conscious breakthrough. Understand, owning, not possessing. You need to understand. People ask me, then you also own this land, you also have property. Understand? This adhinam, I own, not possess. If I don't allow any one of you just live like a farmhouse, then I possess. But all my doors are open. Constantly I am asking more and more people to come in. Actually, the moment I declare this place is an adhinam, more footfall, more brand value of this place. Understand? My very declaration of this place is an adhinam means I only own and facilitate for larger number of people to use this place. I only take care that nobody destroys it or abuses it. I own, not possess. First thing, you need to look into the ideas of your fortune. I am not saying don't own currency. All I am trying to tell you, If you believe currency is equivalent to your fortune, you are such a stupid fellow. Maybe you are worthy of currency, but not fortune. Stupid are those who are worthy of currency, not fortune. Na karmana, not by your actions, na prajaya, not by your inheritors, dhanena, not by which can be passed on to others, the possession. It's only by tyaga. Means, listen, here I wanted to tell you the meaning of the word tyaga. Ability to retain your determination in spite of all the complexities and complications a collective mind tries to put you to bind yourself and break you down, is tyaga. All the distinction engineers carry the file, get the salary, work under an industrialist who is 10th passed. All those industrialists run behind the politician who are 5th passed, 6th passed. All those politicians touch the feet of swamis who never went to the school. And succeeded in the life, understand? So if you are a first class engineer with a distinction, you can only carry files. Forget about this stupid education mania. India is suffering with this stupid education mania. And that stupid education also created by that to produce clerks. See, British wanted large number of clerks. So the clerk creating education they created in India and made so much of craze. So all the middle class, lower middle class parents of India, their only dream is give education to my son and push him into the well. Whether he survives or dies, that I don't care. In 1900s, the goal is, if it's a girl, educate her, somehow get her married. No, not even educating her. Just somehow get her married. If it's a boy, somehow get him a job. Stop being education maniac. How thousands and thousands of kids, I can say lakhs of kids, their mind is irreparably damaged due to examinations and the tortures given by the school teachers and parents, especially the 10th grade government board exam, 12th grade government board exam. The peak of stupidity. Please understand, as a conscious being, responsible for consciousness of the society, understand, all dentists are responsible for dental health of the humanity. All Heart specialists are responsible for the health of the heart of the humanity. All the psychiatrists are responsible for the mental health of humanity. Enlightened being is responsible for the conscious health of the humanity. From that responsibility, I am telling you, these government examinations, the pressures created by the parents and teachers around the government examinations do irreparable damage to the consciousness of the kids. The first foremost incompletion you develop is identifying you
Yes. So after this amazing revelation by the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, let's now enter into a short internalization exercise so that we can assimilate these truths in our muscle memory and bio memory so that we can radiate it in our day-to-day life. So this will be a simple two-step process. In the step 1, pen down your authentic identity. What is the inner image, outer image, life image, and others image as part of this authentic identity? Pen each down properly and declare them to any of your family or team members. So what are these 4 identities? The inner image, what you believe as you. Outer image, what you project to others as you. Others image, what others believe as you, how they perceive you. And life image, what you believe life to be for you. Your perception about life. So these 4 put together, these 4 identities put together is you. For example, in the inner image, you can have, I am committing, but can I? Like if you're committing to something, you might have the self-doubt inside. That is the inner image you are carrying about this particular commitment. Can I really commit? I am committing, but can I really commit? The outer image, which you are projecting to others is, yes, I can make it happen. Others image, how they are perceiving you. It should have been done by now already. So that is the perception others are carrying. Yes, you are committing right now, but it should already have been done. Life image in general, you might have about this is demanding. Life is very demanding on you. So these are just an example. So similarly, now pen down these 4 images for you, your authentic identity, which is formed from these 4 images. And then we'll move to the next step. Yes, please continue.
Hello, Nathan. So we'll be moving on to the second step. Now take those in authenticity, then start looking into each of their origin. Understand, you're not a failure. See how you can become authentic and raise yourself to declared identity. For example, why you feel you can't make it happen. Where has inauthenticity entered your life? You decided to celebrate and take a break instead of taking those extra moments to do more towards your goal. Just look in. You must have felt life is about the rest. So let's continue with the second step.
Yes. So now we will move on to the next segment. This next section is going to be on awareness and unawareness. How to find the root pattern of unawareness. And we'll be taking most of the powerful cognitions from Bhagavad Gita, and Swamiji will be expanding on them, throwing more light on how to find the root pattern of unawareness and what is this whole deal about unawareness and awareness. Okay, so let's come to the space of listening. All right, so first, something about incompletions. How do I know I have incompletions? Okay, let's deal with this question first. When you have something inside, you know it, you will know it. The way the others react near you, you will know that something is there that is triggering them, that some incompletions are there.
So in the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3rd, the verse 37th, Sri Bhagavan says, Sri Bhagavan Vacha Kama Esha Krodha Esha Rajoguna Samudbhava Mahasano Mahapapa Papma Vidhe Enam Iha Verinam. The translation of this verse is the desire and the anger that are born of the restlessness are voracious and very wicked, and consider them to be the enemies in this world.
Yes. So, what are the source patterns of the pattern itself? So, patterns out of which patterns are done, mold out of which molds are done. The desire and anger that are born out of the restlessness are voracious and very wicked, and consider them to be enemies in this world. That is what Bhagavan Sri Krishna is revealing to his disciple Arjuna in this verse of Bhagavad Gita, pointing out to the source of the patterns related to desire and anger. So what is the source of these two? The born out of restlessness means restlessness is the source out of which desire and anger are born, and these desire and anger are very wicked, voracious, and we should consider them as enemies in this world.
So unawareness is the fall in which all moments are added with anxiety and panic.
The mixture of the anxiety and panic in unawareness is restlessness, right? So we pointed out that restlessness was the source. Now, what is this restlessness? The mixture of anxiety and panic in unawareness. When we are unaware, that is a fall in which all moments are added with the anxiety and panic. When they are mixture of anxiety and panic in unawareness creates restlessness.
So let's understand what is restlessness. The fall of unawareness causes anxiety in all your moments. The anxiety and the unawareness put together is called restlessness.
Yes. In the Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavan Sri Krishna starts with the root pattern of unawareness. Now, what is the root pattern of this unawareness? Kama esha krodha esha rajoguna samudbhava. Means associated or the side effect, born of. Udbhava means coming out of, coming of. Samudbhava means born of.
Yes.
So in your brain, there is a part responsible for thickening of your logic, which is just near the Medha Nadi. There's a Nadi, subtle energy channel called the Medha Nadi. Near that, there's a part in the brain responsible for thickening of the logic. So when the logic is thickened, either you can feel, wow, I'm responsible for the whole. Then you become a responsible leader. The moment you feel no things, the moment you feel no, things are forced upon me, you become irresponsible, cunning, rebel. Okay, so just difference between how you are cognizing. If the logic is thickened, so either you can feel responsible or you feel irresponsible. If you become responsible, you become a leader. You feel like, oh wow, I'm responsible for the whole thing. You become a responsible leader. But the moment you feel, no, the things are forced upon me, right? You stop claiming responsibility for anything and you become a cunning rebel, irresponsible cunning rebel. That's what Swamiji is telling you.
So the moment restlessness happens, the Kundalini cannot be awakened in you. Let your thickened logic be engaged and entertained in creativity. Means 10 times more than what you can do. So work on the root pattern, the source pattern, which is restlessness. When you know the source pattern, half patterns, solution is possible.
Yes. So here now Swamiji is dealing with, okay, what does this restlessness really do in our practical day-to-day situation, right? How do we really work on this restlessness? Now, when this logic is thickened, let your thickened logic be engaged and entertain creativity. Means work, become workaholic, and let's direct this logic into that instead of getting caught up with restlessness, irresponsibility. For that to happen, we automatically need to work on our restlessness, which will cause ultimately hindrances in getting the things done. So work on the root pattern, the source pattern, that is restlessness, by continuously engaging. That is what will manifest as a responsibilism in us. Okay. Now, the responsibility. Now, let's talk about the responsibility. We have talked about the unawareness, the restlessness, which are the source of all the irresponsibility that happens inside us. When we lose our center, right? We think that something else is responsible and that thing is just forced upon me. All the happenings, all the outcomes are forced upon me. That is what which takes us away from the leadership consciousness. Now let's talk about responsibility in particular. Responsibility is living and responding, means thinking, feeling, acting, cognizing to life from the truth that you are the source of everything. Therefore, you are responsible for all the happenings inside you and around you.
So if you feel you are responsible for something, only then you'll even look into the part of your life. Because when you feel you are responsible, you are the source. Else you'll you'll not even look at it. When you feel responsible, only then you start looking in that part of your life, taking responsibility for it, finding solutions for it. Restricting your responsibility should never be allowed. You are human being. You are responsible for the whole cosmos, not just planet Earth.
Yes. When you carry responsibility in your being, that very carrying responsibility in your being will raise you to a totally different level. Feeling responsible makes you a hero. So let's hear from Bhagavan directly about responsibility and how responsibility is a power. There's a short video, so let's watch it.
नित्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। इस समय हमारे साथ उपस्थित सभी दर्शकों और भक्तों का मैं प्रेम एवं आशीर्वाद सहित स्वागत करता हूँ। आज हम जीवन का तीसरा तत्व उत्तरदायित्व लेना कैसे आपके मन चाहे वास्तविकता का निर्माण कर सकता है, उसके बारे में बात करेंगे. Today we will expand on the third principle, responsibility, and the unique relationship responsibility carries, the unique equation it carries to construct the reality of your choice. Let me define responsibility once more. Please listen. I am defining responsibility. Living and responding means thinking, feeling, acting, cognizing to life from the truth that you are the source of everything. Therefore, you are responsible for all happenings inside you and around you. ध्यान से सुनिए. प्लीज लिसन. उत्तरदायित्व की परिभाषा पुनः. उत्तरदायित्व का अर्थ है जीवन को इस सत्य के साथ जीना और प्रतिक्रिया व्यक्त करना कि आपके अंदर और बाहर होने वाले सभी परिस्थितियों का मूल कारण एवं उत्तरदायी आप स्वयं है. उत्तरदायित्व का अर्थ है जीवन को इस सत्य के साथ जीना और प्रतिक्रिया व्यक्त करना कि आपके अंदर और बाहर होने वाले सभी परिस्थितियों का मूल कारण एवं उत्तरदायी आप स्वयं है. Thinking, feeling, acting, responding, cognizing from the truth you are the source of everything. Listen, I am neither talking to you some corporate values and principles, nor talking to you what some rishis have uttered in some Upanishads. I am talking to you directly which I experienced, which you have to experience. I am talking from the context of being responsible for making you responsible. Please be very clear. The person who talks as only one reason of making you responsible, I am responsible to make you experience responsibility as I experienced. Person with eye is responsible to give vision to a blind person. Person with wealth is responsible to guide poor man to wealth. Person with power is responsible to make powerless people to become powerful. Person with energy is responsible to make energyless people with energy. Person with knowledge is responsible to make ignorant people knowledgeable. If you have knowledge, the moment you have knowledge, you become responsible to make ignorant knowledgeable. If you are powerful, you become responsible to make powerless powerful. If you are wealthy, you become responsible to make poor wealthy. Listen, I am not saying distribute your wealth. If we are having 10 poor people and you distribute all your wealth to the 10 poor people, we will have 11 poor people, that's all. With you, we will have 11 poor people. One more poor person. No. I am not asking you to distribute your wealth, but take responsibility of educating them and making them rich. Anything you own, you become responsible to share it. Make it grow. Vedic tradition beautifully says, Annam Bahuguruvita. Let us create and share. This is the vision statement I have given for all the Annalayas getting started all over the world. All the Satsangis should know I have initiated a project of sharing food all over the world, because sharing food is Vedic culture. We are agriculture society. Vedic tradition is grain-based society, grain-based civilization. So sharing was our lifestyle. That is why no ritual, no festival, no celebration is complete in Indian tradition without sharing food. Annam Bahuguruvita. When you own, you become responsible to make everyone own. Because I own responsibility, I own the responsibility of making everyone own the responsibility. मैं कोई कारपोरेट सिद्धांत को के बारे में नहीं बात करा है ना हो, ना कि कोई ऋषि मुनि के कहे हुए वाक्य को पुनः के रहा हूं. मैं अपनी स्वयं की अनुभव के साथ इस सत्य के बारे में आपको बता रहा हूं. There are only two types of human beings on the planet Earth who feel responsible for everything, who don't feel responsible for anything. There are only two types of human beings. Listen. People who feel responsible become leaders. People who don't feel responsible continue to be slaves. There are some people don't feel responsible even for their own actions because they forgot their action is going to bring this result. Many times, even when they plan for business, they only plan if it fails, whom they will hold responsible. They don't plan to make it successful. Holding somebody responsible is not going to solve your problem. Plan for success. Don't do, when you plan itself, if you get an idea, if this fails, what to do? Immediately you think, I'll hold him responsible. But you holding him responsible is not going to bring you success. While that thought comes, I'll hold him responsible, cut it. Holding anybody responsible is not going to solve the issue. See to it he is educated to make things successful. Listen. How many of you cognize? Listen. How many of you cognize what I am saying, that when you plan many times in your mind, if you think you can hold somebody responsible, you think you have planned perfectly. Raise your hand. You are wrong. Holding somebody responsible is not going to make the work happen. Listen. Work not done plus valid reason is not equivalent to work done. Work not done plus valid reason is not equivalent to work done. Work done is only equivalent to work done. Anything else is not equivalent to work done. There are some people who work. The only thing they know, how to manipulate the boss. That's all. How to answer the boss. How to manipulate the boss. How to stop the boss pushing him. That's all. with that only one thing, they spend their whole life and retire also. Of course, the day they join the work and the day they learn this art of not allowing anybody to make them feel responsible, they are retired. Retirement does not happen. It is not decided based on the day you stop going to the office. It is based on the day you stop taking responsibility. शक्तिशाली व्यक्ति जिम्मेदार है, शक्तिहीन लोगों को शक्तिशाली बनाने के लिए धनवान व्यक्ति जिम्मेदार है निर्धन को धनवान स्थिति में लाने के लिए। वैसे ही ज्ञानी का उत्तरदायित्व है अज्ञान लोगों को ज्ञान का मार्ग दिखाना। आप जो भी चीज के मालिक हैं, उस चीज को सबके साथ बांटना आपका उत्तरदायित्व है। You become responsible to make everyone responsible. Listen, there are some category who don't take responsibility even for the actions they do or they are supposed to do, even for their own existence, because the actions they did not visualize the results are going to come this way. They don't take responsibility even for their own actions. Second, there are few people who take responsibility for their action. People who don't take responsibility even for their own action remain as slave forever. People who take responsibility for their action live as human beings, a middle class life, one house, one car, one wife, 2 kids, maybe one affair somewhere, a middle class life, what I call neo middle class happening in India. Life lived as mediocre middle level is not going to be fulfilling. There is another one class. People who take responsibility even for others' actions. When you take responsibility even for others' actions, others' irresponsibility, you become leader. Even if you are not reason for certain happening, if it is affecting you, only if you take the responsibility you will solve it. I'll tell you from my own experience. All the attack, persecution done on me is done by the group of atheists. I am not responsible for the atheism spreading. 30 years before my birth, it has started spreading in Tamil Nadu. I am not directly reason, but I am going to take the responsibility to eradicate it, because it is affecting my life. Listen, I am not reason for atheism spreading, but because it is affecting my life and my mission, now I am responsible to eradicate it. Only when I take responsibility even for others' action, I'll be able to solve the problem from the root, at the root level. Whatever may be disturbing you and your life's mission, ध्यान से सुनिए, whatever may be disturbing you and your life's mission, Even if you are not reason, you are responsible. Listen. Being a reason is different. Being responsible is different. Many times, even if you are not directly reason, only when you take the responsibility, it is solved. Leaders are created with a DNA of responsibility. Responsibility is the software for leaders' inner space. कार्य का संपन्न ना होना और उसके लिए वैध कारण होना कार्य के संपन्न होने के बराबर नहीं है। धरती पर केवल तो तारे के प्राणी हैं, एक जो हर चीज के लिए स्वयं को जिम्मेदार मानते हैं और दूसरों व लोग जो स्वयं को किसी चीज के लिए भी जिम्मेदारी नहीं मानते हैं। जब आप अपने जीवन के परिस्थितियों के लिए उत्तरदायित्व नहीं लेते हैं, तब आप एक गुलाम बनकर जीते हैं। जब आप स्वयं के परिस्थितियों के लिए उत्तरदायित्व लेते हैं, तब आप एक साधारण मानव की तरह जीते हैं। और जब आप स्वयं के साथ अन्य लोगों की परिस्थितियों बुनते हैं और ईश्वरत्व की स्थिति का अनुभव कर सकते हैं। ध्यान से सुनिए, अन्य लोगों की परिस्थितियों का भी उत्तरदायित्व लेते हैं, तब आप नेता बनते हैं और ईश्वरत्व की स्थिति का अनुभव कर सकते हैं। Again, I wanted to remind you, if an egg is broken from outside, a life is destroyed. It's the end of the life. Life is killed. If an egg is broken from inside, life is happening. A life starts. If the egg is broken from outside, life ends. If the egg is broken from inside, life starts. If your cognition is broken from outside, you shrink, demolish yourself, destroy, fall into depression. It happens if you are irresponsible. If you stand with responsibility, egg breaks from inside, life starts. एक नेता का सृजन केवल जिम्मेदारी के साथ ही होता है। Not only take responsibility for your actions, take responsibility for everything which affects your life, even if it is others' actions. Only when you feel, when you decide you are responsible, you will even look into the direction of solving the problem. Only then you will solve the problem. Till then, you will be just blaming, he is responsible, he is responsible, he is responsible, he is responsible. All right. Blaming each one is responsible is not going to get you successful. Maybe you can manage your boss, saying, he is responsible, he is responsible, he is responsible. Why we don't take responsibility? First step in our life, if you are receiving 10,000 rupees salary from your office, you think, for the 10,000 I am taking already enough responsibility. Why should I take more responsibility when they are paying only 10,000 to me? Don't be foolish. Taking responsibility is first going to help you to live an expanded life. It is not the favor you are doing for your boss. Listen. First thing you need to understand, the 10,000 which is paid is not equivalent to you and your service. Second, you need to understand, by you not taking the responsibility, you are not destroying your boss's possibility, you are destroying your possibility. It is like you destroy your possibility and you think your boss will be suffering. You drink poison, you expect your boss to die. When you don't take responsibility, you destroy your possibility. First, decide you are going to be in your peak possibility by constantly taking responsibility. Taking responsibility is the right mental setup. It is not that you are doing some favor to somebody by taking responsibility. By taking responsibility, you are doing favor to yourself. It is the greatest favor you do to you. When you break that pattern, why should I take the responsibility? Your life starts. When you build the pattern, why should I take the responsibility? Your death starts. When you stop taking responsibility, even if you are alive, you are not living. You are waiting to be buried. पुनः सुनिए, अगर अंधा बाहर से, अंडा बाहर से टूटता है, वह मृत्यु प्राप्त कर लेता है, और जब वह अंडा अंदर से टूटता है तब वह जीवन को प्राप्त कर लेता है। केवल जब मुर्गी उत्तरदायित्व लेता है तब वह अंडा जीवन का रूप लेता है। केवल उत्तरदायित्व लेने से ही आप आपके मन चाहे वास्तविकता को जीवन के रूप में अनुभव कर सकते हैं। जो कुछ भी आपके जीवन और जीवन के उद्देश्य की सफलता में बाधा डालता है, भले ही आप उसके लिए कारण रूप नहीं है, फिर भी आप स्वयं उसके लिए जिम्मेदार है। Unless you feel you are responsible, you will never look into solving any issue. Cognitive shift, unless the cognitive shift happens in you, I am responsible for everything, nothing is possible. Listen, let the cognitive shift happen in you. Let you understand, I am responsible for everything. Person who does not feel he is responsible for anything lives as slave. Person who feels responsible for money becomes Vaishya. Person who feels responsible for weapon becomes Kshatriya. Person who feels responsible for knowledge becomes Brahmana. Person who feels responsible for the whole world becomes sannyasi. Sannyasi is not a person who does not feel responsible. He is not outfit of the society. He is the overfit of the society. आपको कोई भी समस्या का समाधान तभी प्राप्त हो सकती है जब आप इस मनोभावना के साथ जिए कि आपके जीवन में हो रहे हर संघर्ष के लिए आप स्वयं उत्तरदायी है। When you feel you are responsible, I tell you, even your body will be ready to be healed, not just mind. When you feel responsible, your mind will be already healed, body will be ready to be healed. Even the society will change its attitude towards you. The people with whom you live, they will change their attitude towards you. Listen. Whole world is a hologramic structure. Universe is a hologramic structure. What is there in the macrocosm is there in the microcosm. If you have seen hologram, what is the largest picture? For example, if there is a 10 meter by 10 meter hologram, if there is a picture, photograph, even if you cut that into 10 millimeter by 10 millimeter, that same picture will be there inside that. That is what I call hologram. That is hologram. The universe functions with the principle of hologram. Means whatever is in the macrocosm, the whole universe, is there just inside your body, microcosm. If you dissect, go into a small atom, the Brahmanda will be there in that Pindanda. Whatever is there in the Pindanda is there in the Brahmanda. Cosmos functions with the principle of hologram. Responsibility is the DNA which awakens the cosmic hologram in you. Macrocosmic hologram in microcosmic body. If you want to experience the macrocosmic hologram in the microcosm, awaken responsibility. When you feel responsible, your whole life changes. पूरा ब्रह्मांड एक होलोग्राम छाया है. आप उस छाया की कोई भी भाग को निकाल कर देखे तो आप देखेंगे कि वह भाग उस पूर्ण छाये की प्रतिबिंब है. Macrocosm and microcosm is just mirroring each other's possibility. इसी तरह आप भी पूरे ब्रह्मांड की एक अनोखा छाया है. केवल जिम्मेदारी से ही आपको यह अनुभव होगा. When you feel the responsibility for existence, you become existence, and existence feels responsible for you. केवल जिम्मेदारी लेने से ही आपको यह अनुभव होगा कि आप पूरे ब्रह्मांड का एक प्रतिबिंब है. तभी लिसन, ध्यान से सुनिए, तभी आपको यह अनुभव होगा कि आप पूरे ब्रह्मांड के लिए उत्तरदायी है और पूरा ब्रह्मांड आपके लिए उत्तरदायी है. पहले याद कीजिए कि आप अपनी क्षमता की चरम सीमा पर रहेंगे. जिम्मेदारी लेने से आप स्वयं पर सबसे बड़ा एहसान करते हैं. जब आप जिम्मेदारी ना लेने की मनोवृत्ति को तोड़ देते हैं, आपका जीवन आरंभ होता है. जब आप यह मनोवृत्ति को बनाते हैं, आपकी मृत्यु आरंभ होती है. जब तक आप स्वयं को जिम्मेदार होने का अनुभव नहीं करेंगे, आप कभी भी कोई भी मसले को सुलझाने के लिए प्रयत्न नहीं करेंगे. मसले को सुलझाने के लिए प्रयत्न नहीं करेंगे. केवल जिम्मेदारी लेने से ही आपको यह अनुभव होगा कि आप पूरे ब्रह्मांड का एक प्रतिबिंब है। तभी आपको यह अनुभव होगा कि आप पूरे ब्रह्मांड के लिए उत्तरदायी है और पूरा ब्रह्मांड आपके लिए उत्तरदायी है। If you feel you are poor, take responsibility to it. If you feel you are sick, take responsibility to it. If you feel you are not having right relationship in the life, take responsibility for it. If you feel you are not in the right space, take responsibility for it. If you feel you are not in the right place, take responsibility for it. Take responsibility for everything continuously. केवल जिम्मेदारी लेने से ही आपको यह अनुभव होगा कि आप पूरे ब्रह्मांड का एक प्रतिबिंब है। तभी आपको यह अनुभव होगा कि आप पूरे ब्रह्मांड के लिए उत्तरदायी है और पूरा ब्रह्मांड आपके लिए उत्तरदायी है। I have seen some people shivering in front of responsibility. Responsibility is not death which has come to take away your life, is Yama to come to make you enlightened. Be authentic like Nachiketa. Death will be Yama to make you enlightened. Constantly feeling, go on feeling responsible, 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 responsible. Go on feeling responsible, responsible, responsible for everything. When you feel responsible, your inner space will find solution for it. Find solution for it. When you feel responsible, your inner space will find responsible for it. अगर आपको लगता है कि आप सही जगह या स्थिति में नहीं है, तो उस जगह को परिवर्तित करने के लिए आप उत्तरदायित्व लीजिए। तब आप यह देखेंगे कि आपके सामने कोई भी संघर्ष या समस्या ज्यादा समय तक जीवित रख नहीं पाएगा। Responsibility makes your ordinary desire to the ultimate space of desirelessness as reality in your life. Your ordinary desire to have a good meal tomorrow, to your desire to be in desireless space of enlightenment forever. Everything becomes reality, is realized when you take responsibility. Responsibility is not cognitive shift. Daya, sit up. It is just new cognition itself. With responsibility, the new life, new possibility happens to you. New being happens to you. With everything, you become new person. So naturally, everything responds to you as new person. Responsibility is a universal value. As an individual, for you to flourish in your life, or as a family, to be a stable family, or as a team, to deliver what you have to deliver, or as a community, to be supporting each other in every level. Responsibility. I tell you, when you serve teaching responsibility, you become leader. I have seen many people serve their whole life but never become leader. लगातार स्वयं को जिम्मेदार 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 महसूस कीजिए. जब आप स्वयं को जिम्मेदार अनुभव करते हैं, आपका अंतर आकाश समाधान खोज लेता है. आपका अंतर आकाश इसके लिए जिम्मेदार हो जाता है. I started feeling responsible at the age of 11. There was a religious riot in Tiruvannamalai much before my birth. One day, one cricket match was happening. Of course, when I was 11-year-old boy, those days radio was very popular. So in one match, I was never interested in the cricket from the beginning. In one cricket match, India lost, Pakistan won. One of my classmates, Muslim boy, he was jumping and enjoying, celebrating it. So my maths teacher told that boy, hey, India is your country. You should not celebrate the loss of India. But that boy was telling, no, my people taught me Pakistan is our country. So he was celebrating. I was seeing this conversation. I could not understand. As an 11-year-old boy, I do not know what is Pakistan, what is India, first of all. And what is cricket also, I do not know. But this maths teacher is kind of a close friend to me. I asked him, what is happening? Why are you telling that boy what you are telling? He was my friend. We used to play together. In those days, the Indian villages never had this problem of different religion and all that. It was like a one family, one society. So I was asking the teacher why you are telling what you are telling. Then the teacher explained to me that this is India, that is Pakistan, and our country lost in the cricket, and he should not be celebrating for it, but he is celebrating because enemy country won. I was only bothered about only one thing. I asked him immediately, if our country lost means, will they take away our temple? That's all is the first thing I asked. He said, no. It is only cricket match. We will not lose Arunachaleshwara temple because that was my life. I did not bother about what is India, what is Pakistan, what is cricket. I only know one thing in my life, very important, is that Arunachaleshwara temple, where whole day I play and where I live. Will they take away our temple? That's all I asked. He said, no, don't worry, the temple will not be taken away. The temple will be continue to be with us. Then I was not interested in anything. I left it. Then I said, all right, then I don't care, you go. And I went away. After a few days, in some other situation, he was explaining that to few of us who go to his house for tuition and all that. So he was explaining. That time he said, there was a riot in our place long before. Two religious people attacked each other and killed each other. It was a Ganesh Chaturthi festival. Then, first time, I was budding in responsibility. I asked him, what can we do that this should never happen again? He said, we should organize programs, festivals, functions, and we should invite them and we should go to their function. I said, yes, I'll do. And first time in my life, I organized one Ganesh Chaturthi and called some of my Muslim friends and celebrated. And then I went to the local mosque. After they finish their chanting, they will come and blow through the mouth and bless the visitors. In villages still it is there. Once they finish their Quran chanting, they will come out and blow the air by chanting Quran. So I went to attend that ritual. I tell you, after I decided to take the responsibility, even idea about me changed for myself. What I was feeling about me, to me itself has changed. I was a different person. I tell you, this incident, I'll say, as more important for my happening than my spending time with Arunagiri Yogeshwara. Listen. Listen the statement I am making. I'll say this incident is more responsible for my happening. Because Arunagiri Yogeshwara, anyhow it would have happened. To realize who I am is not a big thing. But to take the responsibility for who I am is the real thing. Realizing who I am is not the real thing. Taking responsibility for who I am is the real thing. उत्तरदायित्व आपकी साधारण वास्तविकता जैसी कोई मन चाह खाने को प्राप्त करना, उस स्थिति से लेकर आपकी सर्वश्रेष्ठ वास्तविकता जो हर इच्छा से परे रहने का स्थिति है, उस स्थिति में आपको परिवर्तित करता है. My experience with Arunagiri Yogeshwara was only the realization of who I am. But this incident is taking responsibility for who I am. That was the first function I organized. I went around and collected money from all my pre-monastic family, friends, even in the street, went and called the local VIPs as a guest, the temple EVO, officers, an organized pandal, garlands, decoration items. I myself decorated with a few disciples, and all the music instruments, aarti vessels. I think almost all department I started that day. Publication department, spreading department, temple, sacred arts, almost all departments I started at the age of 11. What we are doing as Sangha now, I started doing at the age of 11. I tell you, from that time, I was just continuously expanding. Life was just expanding. Nothing but expanding. केवल उत्तरदायित्व ही आपको आपके उच्चतम.
Yes. So, and this Swamiji has clearly given the powerful cognition about the responsibility. Realizing who I am is at one level, but when you take responsibility for who I am and start functioning, the idea itself changes about you. So, with this, start taking more and more responsibility. Feel you are the source of everything around you. So with this, we have come to the conclusion of today's Paramashivoham Level 2. Tomorrow again, we will be starting new day of Paramashivoham Level 2 starting with 308 asana sequence, Dvitiya Vinasa Krama, and much more session will be unfolding for your life to transform, to have the super conscious breakthrough, to take a quantum leap into your life, to change the idea about yourself. So with this, let's finish today's session with the Purna Mantra. Let's bring our hands in Namaskar Mudra in front of our heart center as we finish with the Purna Mantra.
Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Tatsat Sarvam Bhagavad Sri Nityananda Paramashivam Om Nityanandam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Nityanandam.